Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I have never, I don't think, in all my time on YouTube, I don't think I've ever done a video like this where I use products that I never really, actually, that's a lie. I probably have done this video. I'm using products I have not used in a really long time. We're gonna see why. We're gonna see if there's like a reason, if I just forgot about it. As you guys know, this is my job. I go through makeup, or I used to mainly before I had Mason. I would go through makeup constantly. But since having Mason, I kind of took my routine down to some really simple, easy looks that I could do every single day. You know, that's just how you do it. Sometimes you ain't got the time to be putting on lashes. But today I'm going to be doing a full face with you guys using products I have not used in a very long time. Are these products expired? You know, probably, but we're still gonna try it out today and hope for the best. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want me to do it more in the future, I definitely can. I have a ton of products that I have not touched in a really long time. So let me know down below in the comments if you guys want to see this video again, and also let me know what product have you neglected in your makeup collection or just in your daily makeup routine. Like if there's something that you bought and you thought you would use all the time but you don't, I want to know what that product is. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we're just gonna go ahead and hop on into it. How have you guys been doing? I hope you guys have been doing well. I've had a very busy 2020. Also, it's been a crazy 2020, you know? I've kind of been MIA on this channel. I have been vlogging though. I think I mentioned that in my last vlog, but I really miss it, you know? Like I miss being able to do my makeup all the time, doing dramatic looks. So it's been a really long time since I've been on this channel, and I want to get back to doing 2 videos a week at least. So I kind of noticed I haven't really felt like there's been a ton of stuff coming out either. So that's a little bit of what inspired this video. I do have this new foundation from JCat Beauty that I'm going to do a wear test for you guys, so that'll probably be the next video after this. But I've just noticed there hasn't been a ton of new stuff out, so I'm like, what do I talk about, you know? First things first, primers. So these 2 primers really stuck out to me when I went into my drawers because I loved both of these primers and used them a ton back in the day. First thing we have is the Tatcha Pore Perfecting Sunscreen in SPF 35. So this is more of a sunscreen, but it still helps and benefits the skin with that SPF, and it also does have the pore filling aspect of it. So I used to love this and talk about it all the time. Tatcha is one of my favorite brands ever. And then the Smashbox Reduced Redness Photo Finish Primer. As you guys know, I do have a lot of rosacea, and this was one of those products that I was hooked on for the longest time. So I'm just gonna mix a little bit of these 2. First, I'm gonna go in with this one from Tatcha and just see how I like it. To be honest with you, I'm gonna smell, you know, a few of these products while we go along, and you know, if it has a funky smell, we're not gonna put it on the face. But I want to start with this one because I do want to make sure I have sunscreen on. I'm gonna take Mace outside. We're going to ride around in his car because I got him a really fun car for his birthday, and it's so cute. He loves it. So we're gonna be outside for a little bit after I get done with this. This is something that I loved because it's not heavy and greasy. Like even right now, it's not heavy at all. My pores do look really nice. I actually just got over like a breakout phase. I never really break out. I'm one of the lucky ones that I don't really break out. I just have like lots and lots of redness. It was obviously a stressful couple weeks because I was breaking out, and it was like, no, stop it. All right, now I'm going in with the Redness Reducing Primer from Smashbox. It's a really green primer, so we're gonna put this right where that redness is. I feel like this is neutralizing a little bit of the redness, but I also kind of think the sunscreen is making it move a little bit more. Oh, you know what the one that I loved was from Smashbox? It was the pore filling one and like the blue packaging. That's the one, but I did love the redness reducing one too, so I think it's gotta be one or the other. And today, it's gonna be Tatcha. I think we should go in with eyeshadow first, take it back to the old days and do it like that. Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer, the best lid primer ever. I love it so much. Great for oily eyelids. If you want one that is clear, the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base is also really amazing as well. And then I want you guys to take a second and guess what eyeshadow palette I'm gonna use. This was the talk of the town when they came out. So they came out with 3 palettes, or maybe 4. I bought 3 of them. I used them for a little while, and then I just stopped because everybody comes out with eyeshadow palettes. So the eyeshadow palette that I'm talking about is the Sephora Pro palette, and this is the warm one. I have the electric, and I believe I have the cool one as well. These guys are heavy. I don't know why they're so heavy, but they are heavy. There's a ton of colors in each palette. These were like the hot commodity when they first came out, what, like a couple years ago. I saw it in my drawer. I was gonna do a Huda Beauty eyeshadow, and and I was like, no, let's try something else. So this is what it looks like if you guys are interested. I think I'm just gonna do something kind of dramatic because I do have these dramatic lashes. Oh yeah, one of the things I didn't like is there's no names on here. Like, why you gotta do that? You know, if we're following tutorials or if we're doing tutorials, we need some names to know what we're talking about. So first thing I'm gonna take is this. Now I'm gonna take the cream right here and I'm just gonna set the entire lid. Since we did put a primer on, I have not done a dramatic makeup look in a very long time. Every time I look at pictures of myself with like dark eyeshadow here, like smudging it out, I'm like, I miss you. I miss you. I'm going to keep doing that. So now I'm going to go in with this color right here and we're going to blend this into the crease. I'm going to use that same brush and I'm going to fluff it into my crease. So far, so good. Still has good pigmentation. This is a color I'm just taking all into the crease, buffing it up, buffing it down. One that I'm not super careful with, and I am building it up so that it has a nice color. No streaks, anything like that. I mean, it still looks like a balm shadow after all these years. Pretty! Guys, remember when I used to use tape on my eyes? Those were the days. Those were the dramatic looks that I lived for. But honestly, I can't even be bothered with tape anymore. Like, once I gave it up, I could not go back to it. I don't know why. Going in with this little Sigma brush. I still use Sigma brushes. I know I mentioned this before, but they're such a great brand. I feel like people completely forgot about them. But definitely check them out because they actually came out with some more brushes. Where's the one that I've been using all the time? This one is the Sigma F53 Air Contour Blush Brush. Oh my gosh, you guys, this for contour and bronzing. You'll see it today. MAC also came out with this 143 ES contour brush. Oh, it's so good. It's so good, but seriously, don't sleep on Sigma. They're still a bomb brand. Like, great brushes, and they last forever too. Let's go in with this color right here and we're gonna blend that into the crease. I also drag that a little bit underneath right here just to kind of mesh it all together, make it look a little bit seamless. This is still blending really well. A++. So I'm taking it right here, mainly focusing it in the outer V, and then I'm doing a windshield wiper motions to bring that color in and blend it out. Why did I ever stop using these? You know, another palette that I was gonna use too was actually the Natasha Denona palettes. I haven't really used her palettes in a minute because I don't know, I feel like they go bad. Like really quickly, because certain colors and different palettes that I've used, they don't perform as well as like they used to. I don't know if her formula's changed, if they just go bad easily. It's a very soft formula. I need to actually repurchase her Blackest Black eyeshadow. That was like my favorite black eyeshadow. There's one in here too, so I'm gonna try that. It used to be my ultimate favorite because it is seriously the best black ever. But like her actual palettes, the really expensive palettes, I don't know. I'm curious, have you guys felt that way about her products? Because I love her, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it just wasn't consistent for me. I'm gonna take this one more time and kind of just extend this out. The best part about doing your foundation last is you get to play with your eyeshadow and not be so precise and clean it up with your foundation. Everything comes together with the face products, and that's like my favorite part. Yeah, I'm gonna take this brush right here and I'm gonna go in with the color right next to it that's darker, so this one, and I'm gonna put that again in my crease, but I'm gonna focus it more directly in the fold, and we're just gonna kind of blend back and forth. Do I know what look I'm doing right now? No, but we're just gonna see what we get with this. All right, so I am gonna take it just a little bit right in here. I don't wanna go like all the way right in this area though. And then I'm gonna take the second shade that we used with the Sigma brush, and then I'm gonna blend right here in this inner corner and a little bit on top of that line. It's a really pretty color. It's like kind of a burgundy brown. All right, let's focus right in here. Ooh, this is pretty. Kind of going over that dark shadow just to really mesh it all. Wow, okay. Same thing to the other eye. The best thing about the darks in palettes like this that blend really well is you can really pile that color on and then work on blending the rest of it out as you go. Don't be afraid to kind of amp it up a little bit and build that color, because you'll be able to blend it out if you just take some time and work with it. Taking a clean brush, and I'm going with the very first shade that I used, which was the first transition color, and we're gonna go right above everything and just make sure it all blends really well up to that brow bone. use that to kind of soften all of this back up. And then I'm going back in with this brush. It really is all about going back and forth. I know some of you guys probably are super experienced and you're like, okay, shut up. But if you're not, this is just what I do. There's a lot of editing that goes into makeup tutorials and things like that, but just know most of us are here going back and forth for like 30 minutes to an hour because that's how you get things to blend and look seamless. You build, blend, build, blend. I really like this color a lot. This color doesn't look too great. It might be old though. I was dipping into this color and then this color is the one that's not really giving me a lot of payoff. This one's really pretty too, but I feel like I always do that color. Maybe I'll go in with this one on the outer half, this one right here towards the inner corner. So you want to take a flat brush. I like to use the MAC Definer E242. Going into that first shade, tapping it off, and we're focusing this right here. Same with the other eye. I like to bring it about halfway. You still want to be able to see that color when you put the inner corner highlight on. And then to kind of make it pop, you could take a setting spray or whatever. I'm just gonna take this little matte fix thing. Never used it for eyeshadow, but we're gonna try it today because why not? You could always wet your brush and then really build that color up as well. See, that just takes it to a whole nother level. Have that on. I'm going to clean off my brush. I use this big Cinema Secrets makeup brush cleaner. It cleans everything and it's dry within a couple seconds, so it's one of my favorites. I'll link it below. It's so good. It took me forever to get on it because I was like, is it really that good? Oh yeah, it's that good. All right, so we're gonna go in. Actually, I'm gonna go in with this one. It's a little bit lighter and we're gonna put that right in our inner corner. I'm gonna spray my brush and then take that same color and top it off. Then I'm gonna take the slightest amount of this one right here. I'm gonna go right into that very inner corner. I'm not even gonna clean my brush. I'm just gonna go right in here to just make that inner corner pop. Okay, so it's kind of like a gradient effect. Now you're gonna take another clean brush. Honestly, that's where that Cinema Secrets product comes in, but if you have extra clean brushes, use them. And we're gonna blend these two first. Lightly go between the two lines, fluff them together. And now what I'm gonna do is take that brush we used the really dark shade with, and I'm gonna go back in and just touch it up, and we're gonna shape out that outer V. So we're taking it in the inner corner and then making an outer V right in here. And then we're going back in with the orange shade right there, and we're gonna take that same brush we used with it, tap off that excess, and start blending these edges. Now we're gonna go ahead and kind of move forward and with eyeliner and clean up everything. So I'm gonna take a makeup remover wipe and we're just gonna clean up right underneath my eyes. Kind of shape it out. There's quite a bit of fallout with the burgundy shade, but other than that, there wasn't a ton of fallout, so that's a plus. All right, now we're gonna put on lashes and liner. So the lashes I have not used in so long are these Lily lashes in the style So Extra Mykonos. Okay, so we're gonna try these out with this super dramatic look. It'll really help bring it all together, and then I will be back to show you guys the face makeup. Lashes are on. I have not worn lashes this dramatic in a really long time. It has to be the right mood, you know? We'll see. After I get my makeup done, like my face and stuff, we'll see how I'm feeling, but these are very, like, a lot for me now. In this phase of life, these are a little much. We're gonna move forward with foundation. So I decided to pull out the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-hour foundation. I didn't stop using this for any particular reason. It's just been a long time since I've tried it, so I am going to test this out. We're gonna match our face to the body. This color is Cafe, and then this one is Olive. This is really great packaging. It's a glass bottle, not necessarily great to travel with. So Olive and Cafe. I don't know, we're gonna mix and see what we can get out of this. I am going to use this new Sigma brush. It's the Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 Air. It's just got more of like a stippling brush effect here at the top, but it's still tightly packed. God, it's my favorite part of makeup is applying the foundation and then concealer, bronzer, all of that, because it seriously makes everything come together. It says really full coverage, if you can't tell. Covers up everything, helps even out the skin tone. I'm gonna just do a rough application with this brush, and then I'm gonna go in with the sponge, and we're just gonna press everything in and make it look all very seamless. See, even with just foundation on, I feel like I'm becoming more dramatic and like everything is working together. I think I would prefer Olive more. I think Olive kind of matches my self-tan more. more right now, but Cafe is not bad either. And this isn't really heavy on the skin. So far, I'm liking it. Another product I used to use, and I think I used it more off camera, but it's this Tarte Double Duty Beauty Sponge. I never really use this anymore. I saw it in my drawer and I was like, hey, you see how much product is on here? I think it's super important to just kind of go over foundation when you use a brush just to make sure everything looks really nice, you know? Kind of does take away some of the foundation, like right there. Let's see if I can use a sponge to add it to those areas nicely. The shape of this, like I don't love how wide this front part is because it's flat. Can you see that? I'm not obsessed with that. Probably one of the main reasons why I quit using it, to be honest. Okay, so that's the foundation. So far, I like it. I need to like put this back downstairs. It's kind of the same with my Tarte face tape. I love that foundation, but I just keep forgetting about it because I got so hooked on other products, and like right now it's the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint and the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation, which that's another one I used to use all the time back in the day, and now I'm back on it. So, you know, go through phases. I do like this, and I actually like the color. It matches me really well, and it doesn't look cakey, so A+. Let me throw it back real quick because I have not used this concealer in so long. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Oh my gosh, I used to use this all the time. It's probably too light for me. It's in light neutral. Oh my god, it's been so long. I probably shouldn't even put this on my under eyes, but we're doing it for the video. So I'm gonna apply it here, here, here. I know when I was using it, this wasn't my absolute favorite to highlight with because it could be a little bit drying, but hopefully we can make it work today. I think what kind of turned me off is there was other products that came out that were full coverage but still kind of looked more like skin. This one's definitely like full coverage, can get cakey if you're not careful. It was a favorite for the longest time, you know? This kind of set the stage for a lot of full coverage concealers, I feel like. I talked about these new sponges that I purchased in my vlog. It's actually from DSMD, I believe that's what it is. I found her on Instagram. This is what they look like. So this one's super dirty because I use it all the time. I have another one downstairs. They're $6 and they're really great quality. They are like super soft. You could definitely use this wet or dry, whatever your preference is. I'm just gonna use this to get my inner corner because that's gonna bother the crap out of me. I know she just restocked and sold out of them, so that's amazing. But once she goes back in stock, you guys have got to go try one because you will not want to use a beauty blender after you get it. Now we're really gonna use a product I have not used in a very long time. We're gonna use the Huda Beauty Tantour. I think I wanna use this one in light. These are both very, very dark products. Actually, I think I'll use fair. This is fair. Fair and light. They're dark. These are really dark. So I'm just gonna use this to contour. It's the MAC 130, and we're just gonna contour. I did like these though. I think a lot of you had said it just looked muddy on me, which, you know, probably so. I'm gonna take this down here. That just blended really well, I feel like really effortlessly. I will let you guys know if I end up breaking out from all this. As my skin just recovered from whatever broke it out. I can't even tell you what it was. Do a little on the forehead, right back here. It is pretty ashy, and like on my forehead you can really tell right there. So, I mean, I still prefer like the Fenty Beauty bronzer over this just because I like the colors better, but these still are pretty creamy. So if you can get them to work for you and if like the color works for you, you might like them. I think I like it more under my cheekbone than I do on my forehead. You can really tell the color on my forehead. Now we're gonna use the Airspun Loose Face Powder. I will say I think the main reason why I don't really use this much is just because of the smell. It is just so strong. Speaking of powders, so I lost one of my Too Faced Peach Perfect powders, and it's in a giant jar, so how I lost that I have no idea. I went to go buy it on Sephora and it's not there. It's like sold out. I'm pretty sure like they're discontinuing it. I could be wrong, but it looks like it on the Sephora website. And then I was like, oh, while I'm here, let me go get the Pretty Vulgar powder that I loved so much back in the day. They don't have that either. I'm like, what is going on with my favorite powders right now? So I'm a little sad. I'm hoping those are not gonna be discontinued forever because those are the best powders out there. All right, we're using this to set like I normally do. So before y'all come for me and say, that's a lot of makeup. I know, that's just who I am as a person. I like a lot of powder. I'm oily. But I would definitely use this again if I wanted to have like a drugstore makeup tutorial or something, but it wouldn't be something that I reach for right away. And I feel like I can handle the Too Faced one just because it's like peachy and just smells really nice. This just kind of smells like your grandma's old perfume, you know? Let's get into bronzer. I have this bronzer right here from Dior. This is the Dior Skin Nude Tan. This is mirrored, so it's really hard to tell. 003. I haven't used this in forever, but I'm just gonna see why now. Use that new Sigma brush I was talking to you guys about. Kind of taking it on my cheeks and back. This is a very warm bronzer, which I love a good warm bronzer. I'm gonna take it down my forehead. I like this color better than the Huda Beauty because I'm seeing the Huda Beauty now. I'm kind of going over it, and I definitely like more of a warm bronzer. Taking a duo fiber brush, I'm just going to really blend this out. That is a really pretty bronzer. It's not that I don't like it, I just never really reach for it. I guess because I can't even see it too. Like, I like to see the products before I start trying to reach for them, so that could be it. But it is really nice. I like it. I'm about to bring something to you that I don't think a lot of you remember. And if you do, then you've been here for a minute. The Profusion Contour Palette. The moment I found this in TJ Maxx and started using it, I was obsessed with it. Do you see this product? It's crazy. I'm gonna go in with this right here and just do a slight contour underneath my cheekbone. This is the color I used to use all the time. So we're just gonna whip that right in there as if we need more, which we don't, but we're gonna act like it. And the highlight in this one, you guys, we're gonna have to try it out. The main reason why I don't reach for that product right there, especially like traveling and stuff, is just the packaging. Like, it's huge. It's unnecessary. Like, this can go. You just have this palette like as a face palette or come out with them individually. I think you'd be set. Plus, I mainly only use these 3 products right here. I never use this. I'm gonna go into this color. This is the Jouer Bouquet d'Amour 6 blush palette, and I'm gonna take a blush brush and we're just gonna apply this. There's no reason why I don't use this. Again, I think it's just one of those things where I can't see the colors on the inside, so I end up passing. But I like this color. It's a very nice, soft, neutral pink. And we're gonna take that Profusion highlight that I showed you guys, and I'm gonna use a fan brush, and we're gonna apply this onto the top of the cheekbones, which I'm really excited about because I haven't been able to really use a lot of highlight recently because I was breaking out, and it just looks terrible, you know, when you put it on top of that active breakout. I mean, truly, you would think it's a high-end highlighter. Okay, I'm getting crazy now. I need to stop. Wow, it's so pretty. I cannot say enough good things about it. And it's still good after all these years. Great palette. If you do see it in TJ Maxx now, get it. It's the bomb. Actually, with a product I haven't used in a minute, and it's the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I've been really obsessed with the Urban Decay Inked Brow. That's been what I've been using all the time, and I haven't used this in a minute, so let's apply some brows. The other thing that I haven't used in a minute is this Dior Pump and Brow. First off, she's good. I like her a lot, but this Dior Pump and Brow I haven't used in a minute. I'm gonna apply this and see if I need to take this thing right back downstairs. I think I more so use this to fill in first because this is like filling in my entire brow. This before pencil would be ideal. These brow products, so good. Let's wrap up this makeup look. I'm going to use a lot of the same colors on my lower lash line. I'm gonna use this Benefit Bang 24-hour eye pencil and put this on my waterline. Now we're gonna go back into the Sephora palette, and we are going to take the darker shade that we used, this one right here, and we're gonna push this up against that lower lash line. You can use the Sigma E15, or you could use this one from Luxie. It's the 221 flat definer. We're gonna be nice and clean about it, getting a little bit thinner in the inner corner and spreading it out to the outer corner. This is the part that I love. I love doing the bottom lash line. It really makes everything come together. Now I'm gonna take my pencil brush. Favorite pencil brush I've mentioned to you guys before is the MAC pencil brush. It's the best of the best, but I'm going to use this one right here. We're gonna take the first shade that we used right here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this brush, take like half of the brush on the color, half of it off. If you want a nice kind of super smoky look, if you're not into that, then take it directly on top of it and just kind of blend and go a little bit below the line right here. Does this make sense? I like my bottom lashes to be super smoky, so I like to do half on that color, half off, so it drags it down just a little bit more to make it nice and dramatic. So I really drag that color down, and I also make sure to drag it back too, that way it all just connects with each other. I'm gonna take any mascara that I have. I just have this Huda Beauty. This is the Curl and Length side. This is like her new mascara, and I'm just gonna put this on my bottom lashes. The best bottom lash mascara is definitely the Wet n Wild Skinny Mascara. Again, adding some mascara to these bottom lashes will help balance everything. I like to take my finger and kind of get any excess off. I do not like clumpy bottom lash mascaras. It drives me insane. And then the other thing too, before we move on to lips, is I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. So I'll use the first color that we went in with, and we're just gonna highlight right underneath that brow bone. It's not gonna be anything crazy because it is a matte color, but it will just kind of add a little bit of something underneath there. I'm gonna use this KKW lip liner in Love, and then I'm gonna take the matte satin Milani Amore satin lip stain, very nude. That's probably why I never use this color. The lips just don't go with the eyes. Hold on, I have to get something that matches. Let's try Girlfriend from from Huda Beauty. Still light, but it has a little bit more of a warm tone, so I can deal with it. Last but not least, this Pacifica Cherry Matte Setting Spray. I can't remember what I thought about it. I know I did a full video on like a bunch of their Cherry Matte stuff, but I cannot remember what I thought about this, so hope for the best. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. We are completely done. For the most part, I liked everything that I have not touched in seriously forever. It has been so long since I've used a majority of these products. I think a lot of it is just due to packaging, you know, like not seeing the product, it being too heavy, too bulky, something like that. And then honestly just forgetting about stuff, you know, new things come in and you forget the things that you used to love. So I like a lot of these products a lot and I will definitely incorporate them more, especially this foundation. I haven't used this in so long and I actually really like it. I think it looks good. I might have to chop this up somehow or depot it because I really want to use the highlight more and the bronzer as well. Anywho, let me know what you guys thought of this video. We pretty much have like an old school Casey Holmes look that I haven't done in so long. Don't forget, if you guys want, I will do a foundation review on this product. It's the new JCat Beauty Max Coverage Silky Foundation. So let me know if you guys want to see that. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.